What's happening, guys? It's Fig here, and I'm here to show you how to get started on the Xbox One game VIGOR. So basically, when you've downloaded, when you've gone through the tutorial screen, you will end up at your shelter, which is where you can store your materials, where you can farm materials and practice your shooting. Now, the first thing you would have done in the tutorial screen is picked up a pistol and had a go at the shooting range in the tutorial, which is just a few bottles on the wall. So when you get into your shelter, this is a bit more advanced. So you go to your shooting range, which is just behind you, and you will have your pistol in your hand, and it will be loaded with unlimited ammo. Or just, if it's not, go over to this little box, hold X and select PM1. This will put you into your challenge screen, which you will have to shoot the bottles as quick as you can. Now these guns are super inaccurate, so I would advise playing around with these recoils and different guns, just so you get the hang of how these guns react when you shoot them. So I'm not the best shot with these guns, but we get there. So that was 22 seconds, not the best. My best is 13.79 seconds. Now you can retry, and I would suggest you retry until you are comfortable with that particular weapon. Now once you've done this, I would suggest we go for a tour of the house. So once you get into your shelter, you will see a map straight in front of you, and if you turn left, you will see a crafting table. Now we'll go over to the crafting table, and you wanna, if you've got your pistol in your hand, which will look like this, with probably your ammo sitting in here like that. Now to get rid of these out of your stash, because what we're gonna do is go into the encounters with nothing, so that we risk less when we actually are in these encounters. Because as you probably have heard, if you die in these encounters, you lose all your loot that you took into them, unless you buy insurance with your crowns, which is the in-game currency. So what I would suggest you do, first of all, is go to your pistol, press A, and this will put this back in your stash. Now to quickly remove your bullets, which are non-usable, to your stash, you can press the left analog stick down, which will remove all your things that are unusable out of your stash, and now you have a clean loadout, which means that you will risk less when you go into these encounters. Now in your crafting table you have different options. So if you click LB and RB, you can move between all these different options right here. So as you see on the left hand side, this is where your matchmaking screen is, which is where you go into the Outlands. We have all our different maps here. Or if you don't really, or if you want to get used to all the maps, then what you do is click Quick Play, which will put you into a random map. Now to the right we have weapons, and if you press the triggers, you go through to ammo, you go through to your heals, and you can deconstruct your weapons for more materials. Now the next one along is your shelter. So this is where you upgrade your shelter and do everything that you need to do to make it a higher level. So as you can see right now, we are level 7, currently nearly level 8. We just need a few more upgrades, which I can do while we're actually here. So this upgrade will take 10 minutes and 5 seconds. So we'll press A on that to start, A again, and there you see, that will take us a little bit closer to our level 8. Now the next one along will be when you get an airdrop in the encounter. this is where they'll come out to. So if you open an airdrop inside the encounter, you will not actually unlock that loot. That loot will not go straight into your loadout. It will go back to this screen here, which you can open the crates from here, and then you will be given your weapons, whatever you get from them encounters. The next one along is customize, which is basically your outfit. To be honest, I haven't really got many outfits. I've just unlocked this silly fireman's hat, which is huge, and it makes your hitbox on your head about 9 times bigger than it is usually. And to the right again is the store, which you can buy the items which are not non-pay to win with the in-game currency. Now, so all our loadouts empty, as you can see. We have no weapons selected. To the right of that, we've got a Rubik's Cube, which I don't know how to solve. If anyone does, that's great, but I haven't got a clue. You actually get an achievement for finishing this, but I have no clue. So we'll get off that. This is your map where you can just start a game from. Gives you all the same options. And if we go upstairs, once you upgrade your shelter, you will find stuff like this around, which you can collect mats from. So this is a rat trap, so collect 1 food from that, because I collected from it just a little while ago. This is your wardrobe, where you can obviously customize and do all the same stuff. And these are your crates, where you can do all the same stuff once more. Now we are ready. Now we are ready to go into the Outlands. So hold X, and my advice to you would be click quick play every time, so you can get used to every single map. Now, as we wait for an encounter, there is a couple things that you need to know about the crowns. So, unlike V-Bucks in Fortnite, this currency can actually be earned online. So, from upgrading your shelter, you can actually earn more in-game currency to buy extra items in the store, and you can get better loot crates with it for everyone. So once you get loaded in, it will say, do you want to purchase more loot? And everyone can do this who's in the game. So if everyone does this, you get a chance of getting like 500% more loot than like originally was going to be in the game. The same goes for the airdrop crates. You can pay 45 crowns and increase the quality of the crate that you get from that drop. And the other option in there is also insurance, which is handy if you have a gun that you do not wish to lose and you cannot craft again. You can actually buy insurance and you will not lose that gun. So here's what I was talking about. So more loot is there. If anyone wants to purchase that, we'll see if anyone does. Better crate is there, which he just did. He just bought more loot, the guy at the front, the first guy at the front. And there's the insurance, 60 crowns. So if you want to see what other people have got in their stash, all you'll have to do is press RB and LB to switch between characters, and then X on them to see their loot. As you can see, this guy's got a full loadout there. Thompson, pistol, shotgun, bayonet, Thompson, pistol, Swomy. I've got nothing. Oh, that guy's got some good weapons. ADR, 97, AUR, HBAR-T. And once you start, you'll be loaded in. These orange points on the map are your exit points, which is where you're going to go to get out of the map. The red wavy arrows will be randomly put at each side of the map, which will be which side the radiation will come from. So a radiation storm will sweep the area once enough time has passed, and by that time everyone has to be out, or the radiation will eventually kill you. And now this thing on the map is a signal detector, which you can see where enemies' positions are. This is your barred house, which is where the safe is. This is the airdrop zone, and this is the comms tower where you can see exactly where the airdrop is coming to. To start with, we're going to set a waypoint, which will be over here for now, just away from the action, because we haven't got many guns, or we haven't got any guns at all. And our main aim is to just get as much loot as possible with as less risk. So to sprint, all you need to do is tap the left analog stick. So the safe is being unlocked. So it'll tell you, the game will tell you when actions have been taken on the map. So it says the airdrop's been changed and the safe is being unlocked. So the safe is here, so someone's obviously unlocking the safe and taking the materials already, and the airdrop zone has been moved. So someone is here, so because they've moved the airdrop zone, and someone is here because someone is unlocking the safe, and we're up here. So that's plenty good enough for us. So we're gonna stay to the north of the map, just to keep out of the way of everyone, just to be on the safe side, and just to keep alive. Because the main thing you want to do is loot and get out of there. Now what I would advise doing, if you are in a hot area, is set a waypoint for the exit. That way you don't have to stop yourself when you're going to the when you're say getting a supply drop, or when you are unlocking a safe. So right now it said your position has temporarily been exposed. Basically, what that means is there's someone at this signal detector that has activated this, and which has triggered everyone's beacon on the map to be represented. So he can see where everyone is on the map, but we can't see him. So now what we're going to do is, we're at the waypoint, we're going to cancel that waypoint, not make another one. There we go. And we will put the waypoint here for now. Even though there's an exit right near us, what we're going to try and do is make it to the other side of the map. So someone's already been here because the car's already looted. So I'm going to be careful around this area, because that tells me that someone was here not so long ago, because it's actually been looted already. Now we'll go over the bridge. My advice would be to stay kind of off the paths in these little divots, so when you're running around people can't see you, especially with no weapons. And another thing as well, if you hear footsteps, stop. Stop and listen. Make sure you're hearing what you're hearing, because it could be you. But don't overreact, and keep your head calm when you are... Oh, there's a campfire. That does nothing, by the way. It's just some fire. We actually haven't found any loot yet, which is fine because we're keeping on the outside of the map, so it's kind of not expected. But it's up to you how you play it. You can play it cautious, which I would, if that's your goal, then keep on sort of like the outside of the map. So we've got 6 food here. You can't eat food on this game, but you can donate it. So just check out this little hut here. We've got a little toolbox down here. Hold X on it, and you can press X, and that will take everything that is in there. Now, over here we've got some ammo, which we've received 1 shotgun shell. I've never received that little, but okay. So now we're kind of pushing further towards the left hand side of the map. people do camp the exits, especially when the airdrop is close to that exit, because if you can camp exits and actually gun down people that are running with the airdrop, because as soon as they pick that up, their location is pinged on your map and you will be able to see exactly where they're running to. So just be cautious when you're picking up airdrops, because people will tend to camp the nearest exit. So I always tend to pick an unorthodox exit, so it confuses people and throws people off, and they can't predict which way I'm going. But you basically just want to keep your eyes out for as much loot as possible. If we'd want to exit right now, we'd go up here, which would take us out, which we don't really want to do, to be honest, because we haven't got anything. And be careful of fall damage as well, because you take it really easily. We'll go to the comm station, just because it's already been hit. And if the comm station has already been hit, that kind of means that no one else is going to it. There always could be. There always is that chance that someone could still be here. But that's the chance I'm willing to take. We haven't got anything to lose, to be honest with you. And we just need some more loot. There's nothing in here. It looks like there's nothing in here either. No, nothing in here. Already been looted. Yep, already been looted. Alright, where are we gonna go? Let's push a bit further down. Everything's been pretty much looted, which is a shame. But what the main aim is to get loot and get out. And as you can see from our inventory, what we've got: 1 shotgun shell, 6 food, 43 metal, and 11 nails. That woman will come up every now and again and give you little pointers. She's basically just said the airdrop plane is coming in, be aware. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna push this way. I might actually push this exit over here now, just because we haven't found anything really. But if you've found enough loot, if you find it early on in the game, then just get it and get out. Just get it and get to the nearest exit. But if you've got nothing and you've pushed aside of the map and you've still got nothing, then don't be afraid to chance it and see what you can get. Because the longer you're on the map for, the more people that will leave, the less people that there is to encounter. Now, as you can see, on our little waypoint thing, the crate has turned green, which means that it's on the ground. Now, it looks like we're heading over towards it, but we're going to actually veer to the right a little bit. As you can see, someone's picked it up, and it's got a little man running with it. Oh, some loot. 16 metal, 2 of them. This place hasn't actually been looted yet, which is pretty sweet. So we'll just hold X, get as much as we can out of these things. I hear gunshots in the distance, but they're probably after the guys with the drop rather than us. As you can hear that little ticking, that is the radiation in the background. Oh, so we've got plenty of bullets here. Plenty of bullets, but no guns, which is always handy. These bags of fertilizer. No guns still. As you can see, they changed their course, so it looked like they were going that way, but they're actually pushing downwards. I'm gonna push left. Let's see if there's anything in this bit first. There's a couple. So that's some wire, 2 nails, and 2 military grade fuels. Cool. It's this way. Yeah, the military vehicles would be a great shout to loot, because you get basically the best grade weapons. So as you can see, the airdrop is now off the map and is now no longer available. So what we could do at this point is push the signal detector and see who else is on the map. Whoa. Whoa, loads of whoa. And a gun. I'm gonna put the gun away and run. So we've got a gun now. We could still get clipped. But as it is, we're pushing our luck. Because we're pretty much running into hot zones with no bullets. We're asking for trouble. So I'll get the map up. It looks like the safe has still not been done. Radiation's coming though. We'll see. We'll go to the safe. I'll just show you what the safe looks like, if we can. It'll probably be cracked, and the people that have got it will probably have escaped. But it's always worth a go. Yeah, definitely been cracked. 100% been cracked. Might get clipped as soon as I walk in here, to be honest. Yeah, look. So this is where the safe usually is. You hold X, and that basically opens the safe, and you can just get your stuff out of it. Now, what we'll do from here is set a waypoint on the exit and run, and basically GTFO. So we'll get some food from here, fertilizer, which is all materials. It all helps. Even though they don't do anything, materials do help. So, some nails, 2 nails, that'll do. Yeah, be very careful of fall damage because it is very OP. You basically wanna... I'm going into the hot zone again. It's probably a bad idea, but it's fine. Ooh. Some bottles. I think they're chemicals. I'm not overly sure. I'm pretty sure they're chemicals though. As you can see, the map's starting to go a bit wavy because that red radiation wave is pushing downwards, as you can see by the arrows. Ooh, pretty. Got some cars to loot on our way out. So as you can see, we've pretty much nearly got a full inventory from not even shooting anyone, just walking around really. Thought I had gunshots, but it's actually the background music. So, run towards your waypoint. This will be your exit. Leave an area in 10 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. And that's it. We've done it. We're out. Free to fight another day. So as you can see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different sets of ammo. We got 96 metals, 54 nails, 6 electronics, 4 cans of fuel, 66 wire, 62 fertilizer, 10 chemicals and 12 food, and a grease gun. So that was a pretty good haul. So what we'll do now is press A to return to shelter. And then you will be back at your shelter, safe and sound, with no risk of dying, which is great. It's having this game is a bit buggy at the minute, where it will disconnect you now and again, but don't get disheartened by that, because it's only a minor bug, and they are constantly improving this game, and it's only going to get better. I think it's hit 1.2 million players so far, and that is just rising. So as you can see, back at the shelter, we are back here. Go in your house, turn left, go to your crafting table, and as you can see, this is all the stuff we picked up from that recent haul. You go to your gun, press A to put it back in your stash, and then tap the left analog stick to move all of your non-usables to your stash. And then basically what you would want to do is repeat this until you've got enough guns to be able to take out with you onto the field. And that is the basic tutorial of VIGOR. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. If it's helped you out, please subscribe to the channel. If you want, you can follow me on Mixer. I stream every day, 7 till 12, and at the weekends it's no set time, it's just all day pretty much, and that is mixer.com/x_fig_x. So thank you for checking out the video. I hope this has helped, and I hope to see you on VIGOR in the encounters. Thank you very much. Fig out.